Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dr. DC Online. Today's seminar is specially crafted for all aspiring doctors who are planning to pursue their medical careers in the United Kingdom. We are truly honored to be joined by a remarkable guest, Dr. Eesha Tehreem Sami, a proud graduate of King Edward Medical University. She has successfully cleared the PLAB exam, now referred to as the UK MLA, and is currently serving at the prestigious Countess of Chester Hospital in the UK. Dr. Eesha is here to share her invaluable journey, experiences, and insights to help guide you through the process of making your medical dreams in the UK reality. So, let's begin this inspiring session. So, for the benefit of aspiring professionals, could you share the key milestones and decisions that shaped your journey from graduation to working in the UK healthcare system?
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Eesha Tehreem. I am currently working as a resident doctor at Countess of Chester Hospital in the UK. I am a graduate of King Edward Medical University from Pakistan, and I completed my MBBS in 2021 and then completed my house job that is equivalent to the FY1 Foundation Year 1 of UK. So I completed that in 2022, and I took we have at first we have to take one English language exam. So along with my journey, I'm going to tell you the steps of PLAB journey as well. The first step is making an account on GMC website after your MBBS, and then first of all you have to take an English language exam that can be either IELTS or it can be OET as well. So I went for OET. OET is expensive, but OET is a bit easier than IELTS because it is related to medicine. It's only for doctors and nursing. So all the language, everything in OET is related to medicine. So it's easier for us to pass OET than IELTS. But IELTS is cheaper than OET, but a bit difficult than OET. So I took my OET. My journey is not the ideal one because I was a bit slow in my journey, but it's up to everyone. That whenever you want to take in your during your house job, even after a month after your MBBS or even during your MBBS, you can take your OET exam or the IELTS exam, and then after your MBBS is done, you have to wait when the GMC will release the seats for PLAB1. So at my time, I got the seat for PLAB1 in February 2023. And then I took the exam of PLAB1 in February 2023. And then I had my PLAB2 in November 2023, but I had to postpone it because of some issues. So I took the exam in January 2024. So there are three main steps of PLAB pathway to get the GMC registration. Number one is, first of all, you have to make your account on GMC website, and then you have to take the exam OET or IELTS, and then you have to book a seat for PLAB1, and you put your OET exam result on the GMC website. After getting the results, it gets verified, and then you can apply for PLAB1 seats whenever they are released. And PLAB1 OET is conducted worldwide. OET is conducted in Pakistan, India, I think Bangladesh as well, in all the countries. And PLAB1 is also conducted in all these countries. So for this, you don't need to travel specifically to UK. So I took the PLAB1 in 2023, and then I booked my PLAB2. So PLAB2 is conducted only in UK, in Manchester. And it is like PLAB1 is conducted 4 times in a year, in February, May, August, and November. OET is conducted every month, and I think, yes, every month, once every month. And I'm not sure about the IELTS, but PLAB2 is conducted almost every alternate day in the UK. So getting a seat for PLAB1 is the hardest. You can get seat for PLAB2 a bit easier than PLAB1. So after that, I had my PLAB2 in January 2024, and these are all the steps. And after this, you apply for GMC registration, and they will ask, you fill the application, they will ask for some supporting documents and some reference check, and in this way you get GMC registered. But getting GMC registered is not a guarantee that you will get a job. There are a lot of people who are GMC registered, but because this is not an exam for training, it is not an exam for job, it's just registration with a particular medical governing body. So after this, you have to start applying for non-training jobs. There are websites, and I can tell you the names of websites as well. There are track jobs, NHS jobs, and a few other websites as well. And then you fill the application on these websites and apply for jobs according to your CV. So this is the whole PLAB pathway. And do you have any more questions? Anything specific you want me to talk about?
So, for those considering different pathways to practice abroad, what were the key reasons behind your decision to opt for PLAB instead of routes like USMLE or MRCP?
Hmm. So, obviously, I had some personal reasons for choosing this pathway, but it's up to it's. I think it depends on the situation of the person. If someone will ask me, is PLAB better than USMLE? I will never say this because obviously everyone knows that USMLE is better than PLAB. But let me do a small comparison according to my knowledge. I haven't done USMLE, so I might be wrong in some aspects, but according to my knowledge, I'm going to do a comparison. So USMLE is expensive than PLAB. PLAB is a bit cheaper, not very cheap, but a bit cheaper than USMLE. And USMLE, I think the difficulty level of USMLE is way more than PLAB exam. It's a bit easier to take the and pass the PLAB exams than I think USMLE. And competition is increasing on both these areas. So USMLE is becoming competitive and PLAB is also becoming competitive. And after USMLE, you have a guarantee that if you match, you will get residency. And PLAB is doesn't work like this. After doing your PLAB, after getting GMC registered, you can apply for non-training jobs, and for training jobs you have to take more exams, you have to build portfolio, and so that's not the same scenario, because in USMLE, if you get matched, you are starting with your residency. In PLAB, usually people do not start with the residency, they start with non-training jobs, and then they build their portfolio, and then they take some further exams and then apply for training. So this is how this works. And obviously it can depend, it can everyone's situation is different, so you can decide keeping in mind these few points and also your personal circumstances. So for me, I also already had family in the UK, so I decided to, and also my husband planned to take the PLAB route. So we mutually decided, and our family was already in UK, so we decided to go for the PLAB route.
And could you walk us through the design and content of PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, including what candidates can expect in terms of format and examination style?
Yes, it's a very good question. So, if I start with my talk about from the start, the OET has four parts. If I talk about the whole PLAB pathway, OET has four parts. I think I'll have four parts as well. One is writing, reading, speaking, and writing, reading, speaking. And I have forgotten the fourth part. Listening, yes. Writing, reading, speaking, and listening. OET has four parts. IELTS has the same four parts, and you have to pass all of them. Then we come to PLAB 1. PLAB 1 is an MCQ based exam. There will be, I don't remember the exact number of MCQs, but you have MCQs, and you have to prepare. There are resources for that, like PLABable, and it is an MCQ exam, and you have to pass that exam. And passing marks changes with every exam, depends on the competition, depends on relative marking as well. And then there's PLAB2. PLAB2 has 16 stations, and it is kind of a practical exam. It is not an MCQ exam, so it will have 16 stations. You will go in a room, and there will be a patient, and you will have to deal with the patient. So it is about your consultation. There will be stations on which you have to do examination. There will be rooms in which you have to do procedures like putting an IV cannula or taking bloods, and there will be stations which include prescription writing as well, and there will be stations which include managing emergency situations on Siemens. So they have mannequins, so you manage the emergency situations on them. So there are 16 stations, and in PLAB 2 you have to pass at least 10 stations. It was this was the standard when I took my exam. It's been more than a year, so I'm not sure if this has been changed. And other than that, there are some passing marks as well. You have to cross that limit as well. That you have to take the passing marks and you have to pass 10 stations as well. Both of them. When you do both of them, then you pass your exam. So this is how the PLAB2 works. And for PLAB2, one more thing I want to add is that as I told you, that PLAB2 takes place in Manchester in the UK. So you have to travel to PLAB2. So mainly during the whole PLAB pathway, PLAB2 is the most expensive one. You have PLAB2 to cover that. At my time, it was £960. I'm not sure what is the fee right now. And other than that, you have to travel by air. So you have to cover that cost as well. And you have to take academies to prepare for PLAB2. It is the norm now. It's not that academies will prepare you 100% for the exam, but they will give you the overview, they will guide you, and regarding the exam, and you have to prepare on your own. Like if we talk about the exams like MDCAT, when you are before your MBBS, when you take MDCAT exams, there are a lot of academies. So the academies don't 100% prepare you for the exam. They just give you a guideline. So it's the same in PLAB2's case as well, that the academies give you a guideline, give you video lectures, provide you Siemens to practice, mannequins to practice, and guide you, but you have to prepare on your own. So you have to pay for the academies as well. And also you have, if you are preparing for an academy, some academies have online classes. Like I chose the Samson's Academy, and for 15 days I had online classes that I took while staying in Pakistan. And then at the end, I went for 1 month to Manchester. I lived in Manchester for 1 month before my PLAB2 exam, and went to academy to attend classes, to attend the practical sessions, and to do live practice with other people who had exam. And then at the end, they took 3 mock exams, and that was mock exams are, I think, very important before going for the real exam, because you get to know that how things will work in the exam. And you have to live there, so you have to pay for the accommodation as well. So this is the expense part that you have to manage. OET, I don't remember exactly what's the price for OET right now. And PLAB1 is a bit cheaper than OET, but PLAB2 is the most expensive one. And other than that, you have to manage a lot of things as well. So if I will suggest you that if you're planning to take these exams, the best timeline that you could follow is that take your OET exam in the last months of your final year MBBS, or just after your final year MBBS. So you need to have some savings for that exam. And you can, after taking the OET, making your GMC account, wait for the seats of PLAB1. As soon as the PLAB1 seats come, you should take the one that is the nearest, and try to take the PLAB2 exam during your house job. And after that, during your house job, save your house job pay for the PLAB2 and PLAB1 exam. And then after house job, try to start any other clinical job, so that you keep earning and you keep saving, and there's no gap in your CBA as well. And after that, you can save that money, and you can invest it in your PLAB2 exam.
For those planning to sit PLAB1, could you walk us through your study process and recommend any resources or tools that proved particularly helpful?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so regarding the resources for PLAB1, I took the exam in 2023 start, so it's been a long time. At that time, I only used 2 resources, and those were PLAB keys. And PLAB keys are also available offline, and you can get PLAB keys from different PLAB groups, or from people who have taken their PLAB exam recently. So you don't need to invest in the online version. You can get those for free, the PLAB keys. And then I went through PLAB keys first, and then I took the question bank. For that, I took this subscription for 6 months, I guess, and I solved all the questions and went through it more than 3 4 times. I don't exactly remember. So there were only two resources that I used: PLAB keys, and I took the subscription of a question bank called PLABable. So with that, I had a very good score. I think, not sure, but I think it was 148 out of 180. So it was a good score at that time. So I think these were enough for me.
Okay, for those planning their study timeline, could you provide insight into how many months you dedicated to PLAB preparation and how you balanced it with other
So
responsibilities?
regarding PLAB one, actually, if I say the timeline, I had a lot of time, but I had a lot of other things going as along with this as well. So I was working full time job, and I had my wedding 1 month before the PLAB one, so I was preparing for that as well. So if we talk about the timeline, I gave, I think, 6 months to PLAB one, but obviously I was not studying all the time. I was working full time and I was preparing for my wedding as well. So if you ask me that how much time you guys should give to PLAB one, I think minimum 3 months, and it's better if you give 4 months, and I think these will be enough. If you have more time, obviously give more time, but minimum 3 to 4 months for PLAB one preparation.
Okay, time management is often a challenge for aspiring doctors. How did you stay organized and maintain consistency while preparing for PLAB alongside your other commitments?
So I think there should always be a balance between your studies and your co-curricular activities. I'm not a nerd. So I was not among the top students when I was in King Edward, and there's a lot of competition in King Edward as well. So I was just an average student. I tried to cover all the syllabus, but I was never after distinctions, to be honest. And co-curricular activities mean a lot to me. I have a lot of hobbies, so I like to pursue them all. So I think maintaining a balance is important, and also it depends on your priorities as well. Some people are nerds and they like to get distinctions and stuff. I never tried for distinctions, to be honest. So it depends on your priorities and it depends on your hobbies and interests. But I think there should be a balance between your studies and your normal life. It can be anything. It can be hobbies, or it can be anything else as well. It can be traveling as well. So, but I think there should be a balance. We should not always be busy in studying. I was not a bookworm when I was in King Edward, so that's why. And I love doing co-curricular activities. Even now, when I am extremely busy with my job and with my home, I still try to be present on social media, as it can count as a co-curricular thing, because I try to do something extra along with my normal life, because I think that this is a hobby for me, so I like to pursue it.
Okay, preparing for high stakes exams like PLAB can be intense. Could you share some insights on how you balance productivity with rest to avoid burnout?
Um, I think you burnout is not possible, I think, for OET and PLAB one, because it will not take a lot of time. OET is going to take 1 month from you maximum. That you can do in house job. Try to do in house job, so that's why, so that you have people around you who are doing the same. And if you have friends or partners, study partners, um, I think that makes a lot of difference. And don't be with people. Some people are very toxic as well. So try to be with people who are not very toxic, and um, try to find good study partners. For OET, it will take only 1 month, so there are low chances of burnout. And for PLAB one, it's the same. Try to take it during the house job, and try to find study partners who have the exam on same date and study with them. And if you feel like you are not getting along with the study partner, change them as soon as possible. And then I think that's all. But for PLAB 2, yes, there can be burnout. PLAB 2 is, I think, so far the most difficult exam I have taken so far in my life. So I think it's just that you need support from people, from people around you. You need support from family, you need good study partners, and you need high morale most of the time to avoid burnout in PLAB 2. But it's natural, it can happen. And it's just that try to seek help as early as possible. If you're feeling down, if you are feeling demotivated due to PLAB 2, try to seek help from people, especially from those who have already taken their PLAB 2. Because I've seen some people, I had some study partners who just instilled fear in other. So uh, when we are studying, we are already scared of the exam, so no one needs to instill fear in us. So try to talk to those people who have are already done with their exam, so that they can tell you that yes, it is possible to pass the exam. Sometimes it feels like we are not going to pass in PLAB 2 because it's a very difficult exam, but if people pass, eventually everyone passes. So don't be with those people who try to instill fear in you. Be with people who will motivate you, and try to seek help. And I think try to find seniors who have gone through the same pathway for one-to-one mentoring.
So, for someone looking to study smart, which areas would you say are most high yield or carry greater weight in the PLAB exams?
It's no, there are no high yield topics. PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 include literally everything. And when you will start preparing for the both those exams, you will get to know, okay, this is the syllabus. This is what usually comes, and you have to prepare. But you have to prepare for that. But you have to be ready for things out of syllabus as well, because there is no set syllabus. But if you guys want, you can always go and check the UK. Now the PLAB exam is also called UKMLA exam. So go on GMC website. Everything is available on the internet if you try to find. So go on the Google and write UKMLA content map. Now the PLAB 1 is also called AKT, and PLAB 2, I'm not sure what it's exactly called now. So go on the website, GMC website, and see the UKMLA content map, and you will get to know the syllabus. So I don't think there are any high yield topics. Anything can come in the exam.
Okay, many candidates find PLAB 2 to be more challenging than PLAB 1. Could you explain how your experience went, what made it different, and what helped you the most in preparing and passing the exam?
So yes, PLAB 2 is way different from every exam that I took during my life. So it's very different from PLAB 1 as well. It was something new for me. And I took the Samson's Academy, as I told that I had my exam in November, and I had to reschedule it because we were moving to UK at that time, and I couldn't manage to take the exam at that time. I had to reschedule it to January 2024. And I took Samson's Academy, took 15 days online course of Samson's Academy, watched all their videos, and at the end I went for 1 month to Manchester, lived there, and went to academy for practice. And I practiced with a lot of study partners. I don't even remember the count. I tried to practice with people of different ethnicities and different countries as well, so that I'm able to understand all the accents. And I practiced a lot. I cannot even tell you how much I practiced, but I practiced a lot. I for like I used to practice a lot of cases in one day, and I practiced almost every case more than 2 to 3 times. So, and regarding the practical cases, I practiced them a lot as well. When I went to the academy, I took 3 mock exams, and I passed all those mock exams, and then I went for the exam, and Alhamdulillah passed it as well. So it doesn't PLAB 2 doesn't define your worth, that if you're a good doctor or not, but because accidents can happen with everyone, but it's not that you cannot pass it. Everyone can pass it. And you don't ever feel like that you are not able to pass PLAB 2. Everyone is able to pass PLAB 2. And even if you haven't studied much during your MBBS, now is the time to study properly for to become a good doctor, and for your PLAB 2, and that will help you with your PLAB 2 as well. And the main focus of PLAB 2 is about being a safe doctor, not a very knowledgeable doctor, but a very safe doctor. That you should not harm a patient. That is the main thing they judge you during your PLAB 2 exam.
So, what would you recommend to students dealing with exam related anxiety? Were there any specific tools, routines, or mindsets that helped you stay calm and focused?
I think it's too early for things like that. I think everyone should start the pathway, and the PLAB, the exam day is literally like the usual exams. We have been through a lot of exams now. So it's like the usual. There's nothing special. I was freaking out. So I didn't know how to manage anxiety. I think the best way to manage anxiety is to prepare well for your exam. Nothing else can be done on the exam day. I think the best thing is to prepare for the exam and be confident.
Okay. For international medical graduates planning to work in the UK, could you outline the step by step process of getting registered with the GMC after passing PLAB?
So we fill up after passing PLAB 2. There is an application form. We fill the application form, and they need some supporting documents. It varies from person to person, and they send a reference check when we put the emails of our consultants whom we have worked with. They send them a form. They have to fill. The consultants have to fill that form, and after that we get GMC registered. So it's a bit different for everyone, but it's the normal pathway is just filling the form and giving them the supporting documents.
So, for international graduates aiming to enter the UK healthcare system, how would you describe the process and challenges of getting your first NHS job?
It's very difficult. This is the scariest part of PLAB pathway, I think. It's very difficult. It's getting difficult day by day. And right now, there are going to be some changes in the policy for international medical graduation in the UK. I'm not sure what change will it be. It will be something about only the international medical graduates. So let's wait for that. Once we are clear about that policy, we I can guide you better in that. But even right now, it's very difficult to get a non-paying job after PLAB pathway. But when people get jobs, it's not that people will not get jobs. Recently, my two of my class fellows got a job, but they got the job after 1 year of waiting. So the waiting time is long. So I will suggest that keep working on your CV. Don't just if you think you have registered with GMC and you have done everything. It's not just that. Um, Apply jobs as much as you can, 3 to 5 jobs per day daily. My husband applied for 350 plus jobs and got 10 interviews. So applying for jobs is no joke when it comes to the PLAB pathway. It's like PLAB 3. So you have to invest a lot of time and energy for applying jobs as well, and try to improve your CV. I will suggest to go for Royal College exams in the field of your interest to improve your CV. I think this is the best thing you can do for your CV. There are a lot of things. You can do research, audits, you can do ALS courses, different courses. I did a PG cert in medical education. So if you apply for clinical teaching job, this PG cert can help you. So there are a lot of things. Depend on the field that you want to go to, and um, otherwise the Royal College exams, audit, research, and few and different courses like ALS and stuff.
Okay. For doctors aiming to work in the Gulf region, does holding GMC registration improve their chances or streamline the process? Or do those countries have entirely separate licensing requirements?
So I'm so sorry. I'm not sure about this right now. For Australia, I know that after 1 year of NHS experience, okay, after 1 year of experience, you can go to Australia. And for Ireland, you only need the OET. You don't even need to be registered with GMC. You can apply for registration. And for UAE, I think it's the same that you need 1 year of NHS experience, I guess. Not sure again. So I think I'm not the best person to guide you guys in this regard.
And are there any fellowship programs or postgraduate training opportunities in the UK that are specifically open to or supportive of international medical graduates?
Really, it will be different for everyone. Depends on your personal circumstances and your situation. Like I moved with my husband, so we both of us were together. So People who move alone, it can be a bit difficult for them. And also, we already had family in the UK. My sister lives in UK, my brother-in-law lives in UK, so we already had family. When people don't have family here, it's this transition is more difficult for them. So it was, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, it was easier for me, this transition. And my personality is a bit, it depends on your personality as well, that I don't mind change a lot. So it was not very difficult for me to go through this transition, but it can be difficult for people. And because starting a new job, living in a start changing your country, and you don't know how the system works, and it can get depressing as well. So it's just depend how much support you have around you. Best of luck to everyone going on the PLAB pathway. And if you guys have any more questions, you can always DM me as well. Best of luck.